I think you're fat.
Yeah,
it's just my opinion. I'm not bullying you. I'm just giving you opinion. I think you're ugly. I think you're fat. I think you're stupid.
Today, I'm just gonna talk out of my ass about the recent season of Drag Race Down Under. Am I known on YouTube for talking about drag stuff? No, I just felt like filming a video where I just talk shit out of my arse. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna blab. We're gonna have a little banter today about Drag Race Down Under and why it is arguably the worst season of Drag Race. As an Australian, I'm not proud to say that, but it is really the truth at this point. Yeah.
What in the Peter Piper picked a peck of motherfucking pickled peppers is this shit?
Like, how do I segue from that? That's like a bold statement. I don't know how I'm gonna segue. Last night was the finale, so I'm like fresh off the result. Am I happy with the result? Yes. Was there any other option? Literally, there was no other option. Spoiler alert, guys. Peter Mean won, which is like, it's not like a yay, it's like a phew. Which is sad, honestly. But let's get right into it. It's been 3 minutes of filming. I'm gonna get down to the juicy stuff. Let's start with a few good things. This is a very limited list, but we are gonna read it off anyway because, you know, these queens, the cast worked so hard during lockdown and everything. First they were working in Melbourne and then they were working in New Zealand, so it's like, yeah, what can you do? And it's not their fault that the production and judging was a bit random. First off, the cast. The cast was good. Except for the fact that there was only one Aboriginal. It's just a bit weird, you know, Australia, I'm not sure about New Zealand, because I'm an Australian. It's just a bit weird that Australia, like, brand themselves as an accepting country of many cultures, you know? We say we're multicultural, and then, like, the first season of Drag Race has 2 POCs. It's a little strange. It's almost like... the cast was good. My faves. For International All-Stars, etc, etc. I was like...
That is very much adequate.
I like this queen. She is funny, she is smart, she's got it all. She had the look. She had that fresh, young look. And I was like, go off. And I could just tell that Rue didn't like her, which is kind of sad. But you know who he did like? You know who he did like? Scarlett Adams. Anita Wiglet. Gone too soon. I just don't understand why they wanted her gone. I don't know, it just doesn't make sense in my fantasy that she wasn't in the top 4. It is very clear. Oh wait, I'm gonna get to that, I'm gonna get to favoritism later. I'm getting too ahead of myself. I'll just go through the rest. RuPaul is actually there. Now this can be seen as a good and a bad thing, but I guess it's like, oh, he cares, you know? Like, that's nice, I guess. But no, it's actually RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under, so it's like, that's cool. There's been some good looks. Can I name them? No. But there's some looks that I think are good. That is so strange. Literally, who am I to say that? Literally never done drag, but here I am judging a drag queen on a reality show. So don't take my opinion seriously. Okay, so that was like 5 seconds of talking about the good things. Now let's get to the rest of the season. The favoritism in the season is so clear. I feel like production didn't even try to hide it. First, you have the first episode. Karen from finance wins the challenge. Oh, we went out of focus there. It should have been art, but okay. I guess Karen did well. And then Karen just doesn't do well the rest of the competition and still makes it to the top 4. Yeah, I feel like she shouldn't have made it to top 4. Just like from the viewer's experience, there wasn't really like a storyline for her. So like she was doing exceptionally well, so it didn't make sense. And then there's of course Scarlett, who obviously they had just decided that she was going to be the top 4 as soon as she walked in. And so then when they discovered her blackface past, which I feel like surely after the incident, surely they would have done some digging. And I feel like they knew. Like, I mean, she still did well. She just probably should have been disqualified. Because it's like, they were like, oh my god, at the top 4 they were like, she's really good. Ooh. I'm like, you're not gonna choose her as the winner, are you though? Like, I guess it would be a good reflection of Australia. Like, not a good reflection, but it would be a realistic one. It would, that's a sad truth, but it would be a realistic representation of Australia. Not New Zealand, I don't know about New Zealand. I keep forgetting, that's so sad, I keep forgetting it's a New Zealand season as well. That is very sad. Where was I? I just don't know why they continued to give her a storyline after that, because, like, it just seems like they don't know their own audience. Like, from a viewer's point, if you saw that, like, obviously you're not gonna root for her afterwards, you know? Or, like, even that stuff was coming up the episodes beforehand. So it's like, why would you continue to give her wins? Like, no one's gonna be rooting for her. It just doesn't make sense. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying with etc, etc. Like, obviously, they just didn't favor her. Like, as soon as she walked in the door, they didn't see her top 4. So then they were just like, bye.
Y'all sending group text messages about the motherfucking queen while the queen is in the motherfucking stew? While the queen is building her fucking empire bigger and better than before?
I'm really just talking out of my ass. I'm like trying to follow a structure, but it's like, no. Let's just say the first thing that comes to my head from. On the topic of favoritism, let's talk about production. Why was there a filter? The whole season looked like a fever dream. It felt like a fever dream. It probably was a fever dream. There was some weird filter. The set was gross. I remember watching the trailer and I was like, what the fuck is this? It looks like a Barbie doll house. Which, I mean, I guess the other sets kind of do, but it's like, can we do better? I think we can. And the fact that the table was on the other side and Rue, like, only just stayed in one corner, so it just seemed like he wasn't even there for the filming. There was all these theories going around that Rue wasn't even there. And honestly, I can see it. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe one episode he was like, I'm just gonna stay in my room. And yeah, you guys can do the competition because the production already knows who's gonna be in the top and the bottom of this challenge. And also the production, like, they were just like, one of the really good queens has gone in the first episode, in the second episode. Let's bring her back without any explanation. I feel like as soon as Art came back, and it wasn't with Coco and Joe, the fact that they brought Arts back and they were like, we think you should just come back. And everyone's like, what about Coco and Jojo? And they're like, who were they? I forgot. And then from there, it's like, how is anyone gonna support Art? I personally support Art because she's a Melbourne queen and I like a comedy. But the edit she got on the show after that was just like, she's the queen that's back and she has won a challenge and she's funny sometimes. And also, she thinks no one's ever gonna love her. So she needs to work on that. Like, I relate. Honestly, I relate. It was just like, hard to watch. So we've got 3 queens that no one's gonna support in the top 4. And Keita, like, she was good. So it was just like, oh yeah, like, crown her. Although, like, in the finale, she did really well and all that stuff. I do think that. So, I'm not saying she didn't deserve a win, she definitely did. Just like, I feel like the first episode, I was like, Art Simone's gonna win. And then she went home second episode, so I'm like, okay, well.
What happened to the original plot of the movie?
Just found out my dog has diarrhea, so that's how I'm doing right now.
I am disgusted.
Art Simone saying that means nothing. Like, that was the only good thing that came out of her elimination and that. Like, that's the only thing I can remember, like, when, like, Down Under, like, what's an iconic moment? Like, that. I can't think of anything else. Which is sad, because that was, like, whole, like, I don't know, like, 10 episodes. And just, like, the production, everything, it just seems so messy. Like, the fact, like, I think I saw Art put something up saying that they lost the footage for her lip sync for the episode she went home, so she had to film it like 3 other times. Like, it's insane. And then I watched the finale yesterday. I wrote some notes and like I was scared, honestly. I was watching the edit and I was like, are they gonna crown someone that's not key to me? Like, it's a little concerning. Like, it's a little scary. Like, I'm genuinely scary. And the fact that I was worried was worrying me. Like, I was like, the fact that this is even like a worry of mine, like, will they crown a racist? It's like, it shouldn't have even got to that point, you know? Oh, also, Electra's edit. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of Electra, but like, as soon as she walked in, the producers were like, oh my god, she sucks. Electra sucks so much, and that is so funny. Electra sucks, so let's make that her edit, that she sucks. I will say, like, if I was Electra and I had that feud with Scarlett, and in the next episode, Scarlett is confronted, I would be like, yeah, that's fucking right. Yeah. Oh, also, this is my last note. I'm about to wrap it up. Also, it's clear that they didn't really care for like the other queens in the season. Like, the fact that they didn't bring them back at the last episode shows that like they're not like really set on promoting the queens as much as they were in season 13. Like, Kimora was on like 4 or 3 episodes of Drag Race and she was the first eliminated. And then Rue's like, everyone's a winner in season 13. And then like we go here and like they're not even brought back. Jojo and Coco don't even get it.
Bruh.
Coco and Jojo don't even get a second try, but like Art does. Like, the thing about when you watch Drag Race Down Under is that nothing is gonna make sense. And it's not like it's entertaining in that way. Like, All Stars 3, you're like, this is confusing, but like, also, it's kind of everything. Like, it's entertaining. Whereas this one, it's like, it doesn't make sense, and it's not interesting to watch. But like, I guess it's the only Drag Race season streaming right now, so that's all I have to say. 20 minutes in, and I finished my rant that no one asked for. Like, clearly lockdown has really affected me, because here I am just talking shit about Drag Race. And then when no one cares about it, like, obviously I have all these opinions, no one cares. So take what I say with a grain of salt. That's the end of the video. I'm gonna wrap it up there, because if I keep talking anymore, yeah, I don't know. I'm just worried. I'm just concerned for myself. Shookers. Bye.